Hey guys, seems like we now have the price confirmed on this new Motorola Xoom, and it seems like it will cost 800. 800, yeah, that's crazy. But it's a Best Buy ad, and we can see the ads here, and it seems kind of leaked, but seriously, 800 for a tablet. 800. I mean, people say that Apple price their products pretty high, but if we go ahead and look here on the iPad, so we can see we have a bunch of different versions. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to see a Wi-Fi only version, because right now this is one with data subscription, and yeah, it's kind of weird because it says here, to activate Wi-Fi functionality on this device, a minimum 1 month of data subscription is required. I mean, what the hell is that? That is weird. Okay, so we have all of these different versions of iPad, and people say that the iPad's pricing was kind of high, and we have to remember that this is 1 year old device. But if we go ahead, we have the Wi-Fi only version at $499, $699 for 64 gigabyte, and I mean $699. And then if we go to Wi-Fi plus 3G, as this one, it got 4G. Okay, and we can see that it's 32 gigabytes, because I'm going to compare it with the 32 gigabyte because this new Motorola Xoom, it also have 32 gigabytes of internal storage. Okay, so we can see that this device costs 729. Okay, and this new device costs 800 with the data subscription. And no, yeah, you need to pay for data subscription as well, but you may have to do it with this one as well. But anyways, what I'm trying to say here is that if people call this high, then damn, this is a even higher price. And I know this device got better specs than the iPad, but iPad is 1 year old, guys. I mean, this bad boy got 1 gigabyte of RAM, he got 2 cameras, one with 2 megapixel and one rear camera with 5 megapixels, 720p video capture in 1080p, video playback, and yeah, you can upgrade to 4G, but it's 3G. And the funny thing is that it's 800, and I mean, the funny thing is that this year, I mean, everyone thought that Apple was really going down, and you know, Android tablets is really going to win this year, but I'm not quite sure yet, because we haven't seen iPad 2 yet, and if you know Apple, you know that always when they upgrade their products, they usually don't change the price. So if we're going to see an iPad 2 here with 2 cameras and you know all those good things, and see they cost 729 for 32 gigabyte version, then I mean, I think Apple is going to win again. I mean, yes, this is a Verizon ad, but they may just test us right now, so we may see a cheaper version, you know, we may see a cheaper tablet. Maybe they lower the price 100 bucks or something like that. And we haven't seen any Wi-Fi only version yet, but we're probably going to see it. But I mean, what I'm trying to say here again is that they have put in some really good specs in this device. They put in some, you know, really high-end things that cost money, and I can understand that 799, that, yeah, but they shouldn't really put in that much good things. I mean, you have a dual core, you have all of those good things, but I think the problem is that 799, it could be too high for a tablet, because then you're only like 200 bucks away from a MacBook Air. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see if they're going to keep this price 799, yeah, comparing to if the iPad 2 is going to cost 729, because then I think that Apple could win this year in tablets again, because yeah, it's a lot, and we're probably going to see some pretty good things on this new iPad 2, like FaceTime and all those good things. So it's kind of interesting, because yeah, people were thinking that this device would cost like $499 and you know all those things, but hey, you need to think about these things, they cost money. they cost real money when you put in, you know, so many good things in this device, and it's crazy because that's such a high price. Google, come on. Yeah, actually it's not Google. Yeah, it's running Google's OS, but I think it's Ryzen or Motorola that make the pricing. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a lot of money for a little tablet, and I mean, I would, yeah, I'm not going to buy this device if it costs that like that. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, see you. And yeah, it's going to be released on February 23rd, as I said in the previous video, previous video. But it's kind of cool actually. Not the pricing, but that it will be released pretty soon, and it's kind of hilarious because Apple is probably going to hold their event before the February 24th, and it's going to be kind of funny because if they do that and talks about Apple iPad 2, they are probably going to kill this little, you know, no one's going to care about this February 23rd. Yeah, because iPad 2 is going to be really awesome. Yeah, see you.